Okay, let's continue with this now. This is the second tutorial on how to create an HTML web page. What I plan to show you here is a little bit about how to import more things into a web page, like how to put pictures into it, and also how to make the text look bigger for headings. So this is the main body part of our web page here, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put a little header to header for the web page. So to have the main header is called H1, and again, whenever I put a tag in, it's always good to put the closing tag in as well, just to make sure you don't forget it. So there's the closing tag for H1, and if I put my main title, or main title for the top of the page, is going to be photo album, and let's say this one here, let's leave it like that this now. Okay, so let's run that now and see what that looks like. So I just control save it again, control S, and if I again, remember you can run it by doing it this method, run launch in Chrome, or if you've already got it loaded up, which I have, then I'm just going to press refresh. Now notice now you've got this massive bit of text up top here, so that's your title of your page, and underneath it you've got your 2 paragraphs under that. You can actually get different sizes of headers. That's the largest one, header 1. You can also get a header 2, so I can change that to H2 there, and change this also to H2. So again, the tags, opening tags and the closing tags are the same. And if I save that, I don't know why that keeps popping up every now and again, it's a bit annoying. Let's just try it again. I've had that before, it's very frustrating. Let's just get back out of there. Maybe we've saved it now. Sometimes that happens when you're on. If, for example, I leave that selected, it causes some problems sometimes. So if you just click out of that, then it hopefully it won't happen again. Okay, so I've changed the headers now to, you've got header 2 now. I've saved it. I'm going to refresh the page, and notice now you've got your large header, you've got a little bit smaller, and again you've got your default text size for your paragraph. You can keep going down all the way down. I think it goes down to H6. Maybe you can get even smaller than that. And this is incredibly small. If I save that now and refresh the website, you can see how small it is now. Minute stuff. Okay, but I'm just going to keep that. Let's put it as header 3 there. Okay, so that's how you can change the size of the text. That's one of the ways of changing the size of the text. Now let's just say, you want to put a picture in now. So we'll pop a picture in here. It's going to be underneath your this bit of text here. Now to put a picture in this is quite complicated because there's quite a lot of attributes here, but this is the tag you've got to use for this. So it's angle brackets. It's an image you're going to be loading up. The source of your image, SCR, is for source, and you're going to have to put your file name of your source in there, and I'll cover that bit in a bit. You also want to have an Alt command, and this is quite a cool one, because what that does is when you hover over the photo with your mouse, this message will pop up, and it will tell you maybe a little bit about the photo. Or sometimes another good thing about the Alt is if the photo's not there, then the Alt message will pop up. You also want to set the height, and that's how high it is in pixels, how big the picture is in pixels, and also you want to set the width, which again is in pixels. And again, you must always finish off by closing your angle brackets. Now again, you do not need a close tag on this tag. That is just completely fine. You don't need anything else. Okay, so let's get a picture then, so we can put it into our web page. And I'm just going to take this lovely Happy Halloween picture from Google. So I use the snipping tool for this. So there's the snipping tool I use. If you don't know where that is, if you go down to the Windows button in the bottom left hand corner and type in snip in the search bar, it will come up with the snipping tool. but I'm going to create a new one. I'm just going to select this brilliant picture here. There we go. Okay, and if I've got to save that now, so I'm going to save as, and I'm going to save it. Now you must save it into your photo album. If you start saving it elsewhere, it's going to become a little bit complicated, so let's just keep it simple. My photo album is where I'm going to put everything. Notice you don't see your HTML, your index.html in there, and that's because it's only looking for JPEG files just now. So I'm going to call this, what should I call this? Google. Now, call it picture 1. Okay, and this capital letters, I'm just going to change it all to lowercase. Now again, notice no spaces in there. Never have spaces when you're trying to create web pages. So I'm going to save that. Let's get rid of this snipping tool. And now if I have a little look in here, my photo album, there I've got my picture. Now look what happens when I hover over that picture. Now if you don't see that when you hover over it, if you right click on it, you will be able to find out this information as well. But it tells me here the dimensions, which is 313. And it also tells me how the height of it, or the width, which is 229. So that's how many pixels it is. So you need to remember that information, and you have to put that into your attributes for your photo. Right, so I've written those down. So over here now, let's get rid of that. Go over here. So the picture was called picture1.jpg. The alt is Google picture. Okay, so this is just telling you, remember, information about the picture, and along at the end here now the height. That's how obviously how high the picture is. So I don't know what I was saying before that. What was saying here? I said that. Where is it? So 313 is the width, and 229 is the height. So let's put 313 into the width, and the height is going to be 229. Okay, so let's just zoom out and have a look at that bit of code now, what I've got here. So you've got, yep, there we go. So you've got your body, you've got a title, you've got a sort of secondary title, you've got an image you're going to load up, and also you've got a little paragraph underneath with a bit of information about the text. Okay, so let's save that. And then let's go back to my photo album, and I'm going to refresh that page. So it doesn't find the picture. So there's a few possible reasons for this. It's possible I could have spelt it wrong, which I've not. What else? Oh, that's what I've done, yeah. Look at that, I've put SCR, it should be SRC. How annoying is that? Okay, so it's SRC, the way it's turned red there. This one should be, I should have noticed that. So if you save that now and reload it, the picture will come up. Okay, so there we go. Now in that little lesson there, you've learned how to put titles, you've learned how to insert pictures, and the next lessons I'll show you how to put tables in, and also how to put links in between different documents. Okay, thanks for watching.